Hey, intercessors, it's good to be with you tonight. And really, for in the morning, we're talking together about our prayer, our intercessory time. And I was reading this week Exodus 17, 8 through 16. It happened to be my Sunday school lesson. And it is the story of how the Israelites were attacked by a group called the Amalekites. Now, the Amalekites were kin to the Israelites through Esau. Amalek was the grandson of Esau, and the Amalekites were a warring group. Just as Esau was very much into hunting, you remember the story and how he loved being out and killing wild game. Well, this is the way it was with this group. And they attacked. The Israelites didn't expect it. They hadn't done anything wrong. Then all of a sudden they attacked, and they attacked from the rear, where there were people who were straggling behind, probably because they were weaker than some of the others, or they were older than some of the others. It was a surprise attack. And dear intercessors, that's the way the enemy does. He loves to attack, and it's always to be a surprise. And at this time, Moses, in this first battle, he had felt led of the Lord, and he went up on a hill, and he raised his rod, the rod of God. It was the same rod that had changed into a snake. It was the same rod that had smite the waters and turned it to blood. He held up this rod, the rod of God, and while he could hold it up and his arms lifted up, the Israelites were winning the war. But when he got tired and his arms came down, the Amalekites were winning the war. This is a beautiful picture of prayer. When our hands are raised, we are winning that war. Think about just this week, Pastor's mother, Jerry's nephew, and also Pastor Rocky and Pastor Vanjie with their daughter-in-law, Ashley. All of these things have come against them. It is a spiritual attack, and their hands are going to get tired. All of our hands get tired when we're constantly in war against the enemy. But the strength of the Lord, raising our hands, surrendering to Him, not to the enemy, but to God, puts us in that level that we are above this world and can see with our eyes what is going on. So, as you go into prayer today, I want you to lift up the hands of our pastors and other leadership, lifting up our hands. I hope you got a chance to see the prayer yesterday on the mall. It was beautiful. I ended up just crying as I listened and felt so strongly. I wish I could have been there. That feeling of unity, the feeling of for America, the prayers that were going up, and it's just so beautiful. But our prayers too went up. Our prayers, no matter where we were at and what situation, and they still go up. And so as we pray, let us also remember our pastors. Let's lift their hands, and we're lifting our hands to the Lord to take away that weariness and the hardships of so many things that were coming against them. Well, I hope I haven't rambled too much, but may God be with you and bless you in this time of prayer, in this hour of prayer.